Welcome back, my friends. My name is Ross, and I help people rewrite their stories. And today, the story I want to help you rewrite is that you are somehow defined by your worst parts. I had this dream last night, and this idea for this video came to me from that dream. I saw these words, or they were spoken to me either by myself or by some spirit guide, and I'm grateful that they came to me either way. And it was that one flaw does not eclipse your good parts, something like that. It was much more profound in the dream, and then when I woke up groggy, I was stumbling for my journal to write this down, and even rereading it, it looks like runes. Uh, but I think the message there is a good one, that just because we were unkind once doesn't mean that we are unkind. That unkindness doesn't invalidate all the times we have been kind. And it doesn't have to be kindness. That was just an example that popped into my head. We are not our worst parts. We contain multitudes, as Walt Whitman said. And by focusing on those unsavory bits, we are perpetuating them. We are drawing more of that kind of energy into our life because it's what we are focused on. What we focus on, we bring into our life. At least that's what I've come to learn. And so, by not focusing on those flaws, those mistakes, those unsavory aspects, we can begin to bring in the opposite. We can bring in better things into our life. Now, how do we do that? How do we stop focusing on the parts of ourselves that we don't like, the flaws, the unsavory bits? I keep saying that. I'm trying to come up with a better word, but it just keeps sticking. So we're going to call this video Unsavory Bits. How can you do that? How can you focus on something other than those parts of yourself that you don't like? I'm always going to say this, it's the key to everything. You have to become aware. Become aware of these thoughts. And even today, just before I started making this video, I was having some unsavory thoughts. These words weren't flowing the way I wanted it to. The lighting was all off, which I have no control over yet. Uh, and I started getting on myself about how this isn't working. Why are you even trying? And a question I've learned to pose to myself when those moments are happening is, show me a higher way of seeing this. So the first step is to become aware. So I was having these unpleasant, unsavory thoughts, and I was aware of them, which is great. Even a month ago, that wouldn't have happened. I would have just gotten into this spiral, and the day would have been ruined. And it's a great day. The sky is beautiful. I have writers group later. If you are interested in joining, send me a message. We are always looking for new members, new voices to share their art. All genres, all ages welcome. We meet digitally every other Saturday. So if we're meeting today, it won't be next Saturday, but 2 Saturdays from there. We do it around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Get at me if you want to join. We'd love to have you. But I was having these unpleasant thoughts, and I became aware of them. And it was almost that quickly. I was having them, and I was able to separate from them. And then I asked myself that question, show me a higher way of seeing this. And I focused on the sky, I focused on the air around me, and I was brought back into the moment. And that brings me to this video right now. And I'm glad those other ones didn't work out, because those other takes, because this one feels the best. It feels honest, and it feels like I'm giving you the most value. So don't attach. Don't attach to anything. Don't attach, especially to the unsavory bits. And when you do, ask yourself why. Why do you attach to them? And then see if there is a higher way to see that attachment. What is it about that you are attaching to? Maybe it's just that's how you've always attached. Maybe you've always been the kind of person to get down on yourself for acting unkind. And then look at why it is you're acting unkind. Is it that specific instance that caused that unkindness, or is this a pattern that you can recognize? And once you get to the root, you got to accept it. You have to accept that this is a part of you. And that might sound like I'm saying that you have to love it and become best buddies with it. I'm not saying that. You have to accept it with love, but accepting it doesn't mean you have to like it. You just have to acknowledge that it is a part of you currently, and then with acceptance, you can transform it into something else, something better, something that you want to exhibit. You can become the person you want to be. So, become aware, challenge the thought, challenge the action, find out why you're having this particular action repeat, and then accept it, accept that it is a part of yourself currently, and then you go about changing it. So, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I gotta edit this real quick and then get ready for a writers group. Please let me know if you want to join. We would love to have you. And other than that, my friends, I wish you a day, a weekend, a lifetime filled with peace, happiness, and loving kindness. And until next time, remember, be kind, be well, and be yourself. We'll talk soon.